we talked particularly about the civic society as potentially an organisation that can sort of help revitalise the town. But actually, you touched upon a lot of things the other group said. One particular thing that came out was the idea of having some, not necessarily not independent leadership, but independent input into how things are organised, because the impression I got was that the sort of traditional powers that be were perhaps slightly set in stone or stuck in their ways, and maybe needed a bit of a poke, if you like, to do things maybe differently. And having somebody who's from the outside, maybe has no bias, no preconceptions, and no personal agenda, to come in and look at it with a fresh pair of eyes, I thought would be a very useful thing. And if a civic society could perform that role, which is traditionally one of the things they do, that would be good, but it wouldn't necessarily have to be. I mean, in Leicester we have a city centre manager who, or city centre director I should say, who kind of does that for the city centre, and that works well, because they can talk across all the different sort of hierarchies. In terms of specific things and how you go about it, again, there's, I think, what was the phrase? Campaign fatigue was consultation fatigue was something to be careful to avoid. Having said that, it might be that the consultations aren't asking the right people, or aren't asking the public directly, that they're just asking the stakeholders the same old questions and getting the same old answers, and nothing happening. So one of the kind of things that we're talking about is maybe more sort of local canvassing. Co-design workshops we thought would be really good. The idea is to get people, say you're designing a new building, say these 16,000 new homes, if it's assumed that they have to happen, well, get local people involved in the design of them, and then they can feel that they have some ownership of them, rather than have them just being imposed on them. Also, where there are contentious issues, campaigning is always a good way of doing things and getting people involved. If they feel angry or passionate about something, have a specific campaign about a specific thing, whether it be a piece of regeneration or how money is spent or something like that. And I mean, the tools were having an all-in-one newsletter, so that's, you know, news about the town going out to everybody, and having a campaigning website where people could, you know, vent their frustrations or their whatever it is they have to say about things.